15 of the 19 hijackers that attacked New York and Washington, D.C. in 2001 were Saudi nationals. Hundreds of Saudi nationals fight alongside ISIL and the Nusra Front.
It is not permissible for any non-Muslim to stay in Arabia.
Saudi Arabia executed 47 people today, its largest mass execution since 1980.
We don't know what's going on.
The rights of women in Saudi Arabia have been a subject of debate for many years.
This is the kingdom of Saudi Arabia according to the media. But is there a side of this country which is almost never covered? Let's find out. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, my country number 68. Welcome to Riyadh, its capital city, 7.6 million of inhabitants. I'm just in front of the Kingdom Tower, the main landmark of the city. I will be spending the next 48 hours here, but this is part of the wider tour of Saudi Arabia. I will be spending here 10 days, visiting Medina, Jeddah and Alula. So if you are interested in this mysterious country which just opened to tourism in 2019, stick around, subscribe to the channel. But for now, let's explore the capital city of the kingdom, Riyadh. Let's go. Kingdom Tower is the main landmark of Riyadh, also known as the bottle opener for its weird shape. And one of the best things that you can do here in Riyadh is to go on top and admire the stunning panorama at sunset. I will come back later here. We are now in Riyadh Square, one of the most symbolic places here in Riyadh. So the former site of public executions. Behind me, all the ones sentenced to death were publicly beheaded here. It's a quite sad place now, looks quite peaceful. There are also some cafe around the square, but actually I'm not sure whether the executions still are taking place. Probably not here anymore, and for sure not they don't appear in the media. But yeah, this is one of the most important places to see in Riyadh. As far as we know, the last mass execution in Saudi Arabia was carried out in March 2022, when 81 people were killed because they were close to terroristic organizations, but also they were holding deviant beliefs. Next to Riyadh Square there is Al Masmak Fortress here behind me, which is one of the most important landmarks not only in Riyadh but in the whole kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Let's have a look. This is one of the most important places here in Riyadh because tells the story of the reunification of the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which was at the beginning of the 20th century divided in different parts, and was actually unified by King Abd al-Aziz. In the 30 years that followed the recapture of Riyadh and the proclamation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 1932, King Abd al-Aziz was able to annex southern Najd and Qazim, the eastern province, Azir, Ha'il and Hajitz, in addition to Jazan and Tihama in Azil. It's funny because inside the museum I met a couple of guys from London. They live in Canary Wharf, where I live in London, so it's incredible. The world is very, very small. They are Saudi, and they told me that yeah, the country started opening up in 2018, 2019, and the museum inside the fortress was not here a couple of years ago. So that's like a sign of the change that this country is facing right now. Next to Riyadh Square, but on the other side of the fortress, there is the Imam Turki bin Abdullah Mosque. It's actually empty. There is no one was able to enter the main courtyard, which is absolutely stunning. But actually the inside of the mosque it's currently closed, so I can just wander around this amazing space. First impressions of Riyadh after a few hours of being here. The weather is quite pleasant, so 27 degrees, dry. Here can be as hot as 50 degrees during the summertime. But despite that, there is no one, literally no one walking in the streets. So I'm the only one pedestrian here. The city is not very pedestrian friendly. It's huge, spread out over like several square miles. So actually, if you don't have a car, it's quite difficult to navigate. So I'm walking since 4 hours, and I only met 2 other foreigners, 2 other Westerners within the fortress. So that's why I'm getting some attentions when I walk with this little camera, and people like waving at me, saying hello. I get some strange looks, and to be honest, I like that. It means that the country is not very touristic, they're not very used to Westerners, but so far all of them have been very, very friendly. First impression of this city is that it's really sleepy until late in the afternoon, and then gets awake in the evening or in the night. I will find out very, very soon. Check this Adidas shop. It's incredible. It's a nice sofa, a carpet, a tea, Arabic tea. How cool is that? It's already sunset time, so I'm back to the Kingston Tower to see whether I can head on the top on the Sky Bridge. Another massive shopping center here. Check this out. Wow. This is stunning. It's huge. But also this one is almost empty. It's Saturday today. It's really weird. I'm still waiting at the moment when this city will wake up. Riyadh is incredibly vast. The 2 main streets running north to south are King Fahd Road, this one on the right, and Olaya Road, this one on the left. And also there is Makkah Road, which runs west to east somewhere here, and intersecting at Cairo Square, which is actually just a cloverleaf interchange. So the modern business districts of Olaya and Suleimania, containing most offices and better hotels, are north of Makkah Road, so on this side. And here are Riyadh 2 main skyscrapers, which serve as a handy orientation points. So it's Faila Tower, this one, and the one where we are currently is the Kingston Tower. So both of them are located in between of the 2 main streets. And then if we go further south, so beyond Cairo Square, there is the most historical part of Riyadh called Dia, where the Execution Square is located. What a massive city! So fascinating. Can you spot the sun going down on the horizon there? Such an epic view. So this is the other side of the Kingston Tower. Those are the 2 main roads that I mentioned earlier. And as you can see, the city is very spread over, so there are not so many skyscrapers. It's huge, but it's full of these low-rise buildings. I look at this central area here. It's still under development. I guess that yes, we should come back here maybe in 10 years time to see the difference. Can you imagine that this massive city of nearly 8 million of inhabitants doesn't have a metro? There is a metro currently under construction since several years. There should be 6 or 7 lines, which will massively help the transportation systems of this city. Is due to be open in the first months of 2023. I'm starving. Let's try some Saudi food. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. Oh, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Well, guys, there was no place outside, so I'm gonna sit inside, which is even more cozier. So here we got some chicken with shrimps, some vegetable sambosa. Here we got something very, very typical, which is lamb with some vegetables. I think some bread, also some zucchini. The food was great. The table are quite comfortable. So guys, this place is really recommended if you are in Riyadh and you are struggling to find a real typical Saudi restaurant. I'm in Boulevard City, Riyadh, a massive shopping and exhibition center in Riyadh. Open every year for 3 months from the end of October to the end of December. This is only the second or third year that is held here in Riyadh, and it's really cool. It's amazing. It's not very crowded, even though it's Saturday night, but it's one of the few places in Riyadh where you can have an actual walk. Can you believe this is Saudi Arabia? Can you believe this is Riyadh, the most conservative city within the kingdom? Can you imagine that there were no cinemas in this country up to 3 years ago, and now we have Boulevard Studios, plenty of mega cinema, and even a red carpet. Good morning guys, day 2 in Riyadh. Unfortunately, one of the main attractions of the city, the Museum of Saudi Arabia, is temporarily closed, but no worries, we are gonna head exploring the surroundings of this city. We are gonna head to the edge of the world. Let's go. Look at this place, it's unbelievable. Just 2 hours drive away from Riyadh, and you have this. There's literally nothing surrounding this area. Hundreds of miles of nothing. This view is epic. Here from Portugal. Hello. He also has the goal of visiting every country in the world, right?
True. At this moment I'm with
68. What?
And I hope soon to achieve my goal.
Best of luck. Best of luck.
Viva Portugal, viva Italy.
Great.
Ciao.
4 a.m. At the Khalid International Airport here in Riyadh. I'm flying very soon to Jeddah, my second destination of this Saudi Arabian trip. I hope you like this video, and if you are interested in knowing a little bit more about this fascinating country, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I will release additional videos in the next days or weeks. But for now, thanks for watching and see you in Jeddah. Bye.